Bazoum allowed his people to suffer and was insensitive to their yearnings for freedom. Fani Kayode. Now, wow. So, what is the position of Fani Kayode in this now? First of all, he said it is madness to go to war in Niger. It's also madness for Mali and Burkina Faso to deploy warplanes to Niger. So what are you saying? Now he's coming out to say that President Bazoum allowed his people to suffer and was insensitive to their yearnings for freedom. Fani Kayode is talking here. So what is he saying? Is this supporting the military junta in Niger, or where is he? We don't understand. And if he has conscience to talk like this, what is the difference between what Bazoum did in Niger and what APC government is doing in Nigeria, right from Buhari's government and down to this Tinubu's government? Okay, what is the difference? I think Fani Kayode is having an emotional problem here because he has completely lost out from Tinubu's ministerial nomination and there's no portfolio for him now. I don't know whether there's anything they're preparing for him, but for now, he seems to be gradually appearing frustrated, and he's still trying to dance on the fence. Okay, he was in PDP and he spoke against APC, and now he's drifted after seeing that he has nothing to himself. He was bought by APC to do the dirty job which he has been doing. Now Tinubu has entered office and there seems to be nothing for him at this moment. He's trying to drift out of APC, I see. But where is he going to drift to? Because PDP will not accommodate him, Labour Party will not accommodate him, except he's going to form his own party. Former Minister of Aviation, Femi Fani Kayode, has taken to social media to accuse democratically elected President of Niger Republic, Mohamed Bazoum, of being the cause of his people's suffering and being indifferent with regards to the wish of his people to be free from bondage ever since he became their president. The APC chieftain who accused Niger Republic's president through his official Twitter account stated that despite the hysteria about who has been made a minister in Niger Republic and the euphoria about which portfolios they have been given, Nigerians should remain focused on the major issues of the day. And according to Femi Fani Kayode, Nigerians should be focused on the fact that Niger Republic, Sudan, Chad, Mali, Guinea, and Burkina Faso have not only been plagued with a military government, but they have also formed a formidable and intimidating unelected military rulers, adding that the greatest challenge now is to ensure that such unconstitutional government does not get any bigger, stronger, and wider. It will happen. It will grow bigger because it is an era of freedom in Africa. Speaking further, Femi Fani Kayode noted that Nigeria cannot reinstate democracy in the Niger Republic by relying on foreign armies, but by winning the souls of the people, adding that once you do this and any military adventurer tries to do a coup, the people themselves will come out in the streets and in their millions to denounce and resist it. In such circumstances, you will not need any foreign force to come and restore or reinstate you. Can you imagine? So you know this. How can you compare this thing I say now to the government of APC in Nigeria? I think APC, this guy is indirectly talking to APC's shortcomings. This is the point that President Bazoum failed to appreciate. He allowed his people to suffer under the yoke of the French and was totally oblivious and insensitive to their yearnings and aspiration to be free from the vestiges of neo-colonial bondage. Femi Fani Kayode then expressed hope that African leaders must have learnt from their mistakes by now, adding that if they have not learnt their mistakes, then they should expect the worst. He is Femi Fani Kayode's okay, here is this post on his Twitter page. Beware the coup belt. Despite the hysteria about who has been made a minister and who has not, and the euphoria about which portfolio they have been given or not been given, let us remain focused on the major issues, okay, of the day and not take our eyes off the ball. So what are you talking? So he's talking about the new ministers in Nigeria, okay, irrespective of who has a portfolio and who does not have a portfolio. I'm sure he's talking to himself because he does not have a portfolio. So they should leave the euphoria of power and office and then focus on the ball. Which ball? The problem of the day. Who created the problem? APC government. Okay, so this is what he's trying to write here. And all of these are not going to help him in any way. Okay, all of this is not going to help him in any way. He needs to know that his own cup is also getting full. APC have used him and they have dumped him, and he needs to forge forward, look for other things to do in life. He has proven that he should not be trusted. He stayed in PDP and blasted the APC. He betrayed a PDP and got bought over, bribed by APC. He has done the dirty job for APC and now he has been dumped. He has nowhere to go. He should know that. So, in conclusion to what he's saying, so that is what the mutineers took advantage of, which is the military. So let us hope that our other African leaders can learn from his mistakes. If they do, we shall go from strength to strength, and democracy shall flourish in our respective countries. If they do not, they can expect the worst. The choice is theirs. Can you imagine? Funny character. Who is to trust this man? Nobody. So there are a few comments here on what Fanikade is saying. Somebody say, double standard man talking from both sides of his mouth. Were you not the same person who said one state in Nigeria will overrun Niger Republic in terms of war? He don't change now. He not fit talk. He has seen the formidable force that all the military governed countries in West Africa or in Africa have mounted, and has seen that it's going to be very difficult to, to beat them. So he's now retracing his steps. Somebody said, and you knew that our African leaders are cause of the coup. Yes, and it's part of the problem in Nigerian government. So tell me why coup should not take place in Nigeria. So you yourself and APC and Tinubu should also learn lesson. Otherwise, coup will take over. Yes. Why talking as if you don't know tribe? He is coming from you. Okay, he's coming from. Okay, so why talking as if you don't know the tribe is coming from? You're supposed to know now. A tribe of betrayers. That's what they are. Somebody said, what did you expect Faneka Ade to say when he was not given a ministerial appointment? Faneka Ade was very critical of the junta in Niger before now. He is singing a different song because he has been largely ignored by the Tinubu administration. Anywhere, belle-faced politician. That is what he is. That serves him right. You can imagine. I wish these people read this comment and see what people say about them, and I understand what their conscience is. I tire for this APC and this Nigerian politician. What is the difference between him and Tinubu? Yes, ask me. Who is first achievement? Okay, who is first achievement is to deliberately inflict sufferings on the good people of Nigeria. No wonder why he is supporting Bazoum. Another person, you guys need to read in between lines, the lines. What Fanekade is saying, having seen he has lost it from Tinubu cabinet, okay, that there is every possibility of coup d'etat to take place in Nigeria, looking at the kind of pain and hardship we're experiencing now. He's sending a signal, Abi. Daydreaming, we all know those of you supporting military rules just because you lost the last general election woefully. Don't worry, when the thing starts, you will know how far. What good has Nigerian democracy done to the Nigerian masses? Nothing. There's no good. Okay? So tell us why what happened in Nigeria should not happen in Nigeria. That is it. Faneka Ode is obviously mourning his losses in Tinubu's government, or having lost Tinubu's recognition, having lost in the ministerial nomination. There's nothing for him anymore. He has been dumped, whether you like it or not. So let's hear your comment on this statement that Faneka Ode is making, indirectly supporting the military junta, indirectly saying Nigeria should not go to war in Niger, and indirectly putting the blame on President Mohamed Bazoum of the Niger Republic. So he's dancing around a circle, very soon his position will be made clear, because Fani Kayode, already frustration is setting into his life. Thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.